Hello everyone, welcome back. We got another modern tier unboxing. Should be 14 books in here. We did do a grade prediction and we're hoping for the best here. Probably our last CGC unboxing for a while. We've sent in a lot of books here recently and it's a little bit hard on the budget, so probably hold off on that. Several of these books will probably be sold or wait a little bit until hopefully their shows or their corresponding movies come out, and then probably let some of these go. But a lot of these are staying in the PC. Without further ado, let's crack into this and see how we did. 14 books. Super excited about this. Hoping we get some high grades on that. These are all modern books. They need to be high grades. All right. This box took a pretty big hit by the look of it. I was kind of moving the box around and kind of heard some pieces. I'm hoping that none of the cases are broken. So, all right, first one up, Wolverine Limited Series number 1. This is a book we already had. This is the newsstand. We also have another newsstand. We have it in an 8.5. Thought that book was higher grade. This one had a pretty big, it was actually kind of rolled almost, and then it was a little dirty. I did try to clean it, pressed it. Realistic expectations was like an 8. How do we do? 7. Wow. Wolverine Limited Series number 1, first solo Wolverine comic, Yukio cameo on last page. That's a pretty tough grade. 7.0, off-white pages. Chris Claremont story, Frank Miller and Joe Rubenstein, cover and art. Still a great book. Yeah. I mean, it was not in fantastic shape, but still a good book. Slow start. Can only go up, hopefully. Next one, Amazing Spider-Man 238. This is a newsstand, and the tattoos were intact. We have this book already in a 9.4 direct. This one had a bit of a corner bend, and it kind of broke color. Pressed it, but there was, they're hard on corners. If the corners aren't crisp on these books, you don't have any shot at a 9.8. I think I was hoping for like a 9.2 on this. See how we did. Or 9.4. 8.5. Amazing Spider-Man 238. First appearance of the Hobgoblin. Manufactured with tattoos, insert, and sample. Roger Stern story. John Romita Sr. and Jr. cover and art. Man, they really dinged us on that corner. This corner down here was the problem. Man, that's a tough grade. Whew! They did not love us this time. Man, this has been rough. 8.5 off-white to white pages. Yikes. All right. So a 7.0 and an 8.5. All right. Are my grading skills getting worse? If you watched our Silver Age unboxing, I was right on the money with those. Venom, Lethal Protector number 1, Marvel Comics 1993. This is the first time I've ever owned this book. Foil cover, love the cover. Just saw Venom, loved that movie. A lot of hate on that movie, don't know why. I thought this had a 9.8. I wouldn't have submitted if it didn't think it could get to a 9.8. How'd we do? 9.6. Venom Lethal Protector number 1, 1993. First Venom in his own title. Spider-Man appearance, red holographs foil cover. Man, that's a great cover. David Michelini story, Bagley, De La Rosa, and Milgram art. Mark Bagley and Sam De La Rosa cover. Man, I thought that one had a shot. So far, none of the cases have been broken, so that's good. Man, that's a tough grade. This grader was tough, or she was tougher. Maybe they're getting tougher. Maybe they're grading tougher now. All right, we gotta get something here. Wolverine number 1, 1988. Wolverine's first solo. Thought it was pretty clean. It's got a white and black cover. It's got a wraparound cover. I'll show that here in a second. Thought it was a pretty clean book. I think expectations for this one was like a 9.2, 9.4. How'd we do? 9.4. Let's go. White pages. Wolverine number 1. First Wolverine as Patch. Back cover pinup by John Byrne. Chris Claremont story. John Buscema and Al Williamson art. John Buscema cover. That's a great book. 9.4. Heck yeah. Definitely getting back on track with that. 9.4 white pages. Nice book. I like it. Back on track. All right. 4 down, 10 to go. If you're staying with me, I appreciate it. If at any point in time you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Any of you like this video, subscribe for more. Ghost Rider, Volume 2, number 28. Marvel Comics, 1992. This is the first Midnight Suns. A lot of hype around Midnight Suns because of the video game coming out. It's a bunch of first appearances. I think first appearance of Lilith. This is the newsstand. So I had this book in the poly bag, took it out carefully, pressed it, but it did have one tick below the second staple. So I thought it had a shot, and man, the 9.8s on this book are pricey, to say the least. I think they were reaching like $500, $600 at the time of this filming with all the hype. I thought it had a shot, 9.8. How'd we do? 9.6. Ghost Rider, Volume 2, number 28. Gatefold, centerfold, poly bag removed. Man, they don't even have anything about the Midnight Suns on there. Howard Mackey's story, Andy and Joe Kubert, cover and art. It's a great cover, and it's a newsstand. 9.6. What are you going to do? Still a good book to have in the collection. My eye is getting worse. Apparently. I'm still happy with that. Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 8. First appearance of the symbiote. We have this in an 8.5, and it's signed by the whole gang. Jim Shooter, Perez, and Zek, I believe. So we bought that already signed. It was already in the Yellow Label signature series. I think it was a newsstand. It was a newsstand copy. This is a direct. I thought this had a shot at 9.8. I'll move these books in the front. I just realized that they're covering up the book here. Man, a 9.8 and this would be huge. How'd we do? 9.6. Okay. All right. Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 8. Origin of the alien symbiote that eventually becomes Venom. Okay. All right. It's a good book. That's definitely the best book of the bunch so far. That's crazy to have that book in this high of a grade. I thought this one had a shot. Wow. Nice book. That book is pretty much perfect. I pressed it and it made a huge difference. I should have videoed pressing that book, but well. 9.6 in that. That's hype. That's a good one. Best one of the bunch so far. Another big one, New Mutants 87, Marvel Comics, March 1990. I thought this was like a 9.6. It has some like ink stains on the back. I was able to kind of remove one of the blue ink stains, but I didn't. I was trying to remove this other black ink stain on the other side, but I just kind of gave up, to be honest, because I was just scared that I was going to damage the book. There's one corner, I think it was the bottom left corner. I think it had, I think it might have been color breaking. 9.6 was prediction. How we do? 9.4. White pages. That's a nice book to have. Oh, it was color. There were a couple spine ticks. That's it. It wasn't a corner. There's 2 spine ticks down here. Both of them break color. And then here is the that color, that ink smudge. I don't think they ding you for that. New Mutants 87, that was just like a more of a preference thing of like I wanted it to look good. New Mutants 87, first appearance of Cable, Strife, and the Mutant Liberation Front, but obviously it's the Cable is the big one. Louis Simonson's story, Rob Liefeld and Bob Wissick art, Rob Liefeld and Todd McFarlane cover. Love that cover. Classic book. I think price has kind of dipped on this one a bit, but it's not going anywhere. That's the nicest copy of this book I've ever found, and it was at an excellent price. So I was like, I'm slabbing that one. That'll be one for the personal collection if I ever find a better grade. DC Comics Presents, about time we get some DC in here. DC Comics Presents number 26. This is a good one. I was super excited when I found this one. By the way, I found, I think all of these are all from the same collection, I believe. I'll have to double check that. DC Comics. This is the new Teen Titans. This is, who is it? Starfire, Raven, Cyborg, I believe. Expectations 9.0. It kind of is like a miswrap in the bottom right. I'll show you here closer up here in a second. But how we do? 9.0. Let's go. White pages. DC Comics Presents number 26. First appearance of the new Teen Titans and preview by Marv Wolfman and George Perez. First appearance of Raven, Cyborg, and Starfire. Was I right about... Yeah, Jim Shooter's story, Mike Zeck, and John Beatty. Sorry, I thought it was Perez. Marv Wolfman's story. And by the way, George Perez art. I just finished reading X-Men, Uncanny XMen Volume 1 Omnibus. Wow. Man, George Perez might be one of my favorite artists. Marv Wolfman's story, Jim Starlin, and Steve Mitchell art, Jim Starlin cover. Cool cover, kind of busy for me. Not my favorite cover. This is an important book. This is a good one. Good DC book, too. I mean, it had some issues. I mean, multiple color breaking spine ticks. I'm happy with a 9. I'm super happy with a 9. There's the back. Yeah, nice book. That's a good one to have. 1980s book. Early 80s book and a 9.0. Heck yeah. All day. A few more here. Moon Knight, number 1. I was super pumped when I got this. Oh, man, some of these are not from that same collection. Okay, I remember what some of these are now. Moon Knight number 1, 1980, November. This is Moon Knight number 1. It's not his first solo series, but I think it's his first series. Expectations, I thought this was like a 9.0, maybe a 9.2. Had some issues. How'd we do? 8.5. Man, that's tough. Moon Knight number 1, part 1 of the origin of Moon Knight. First appearance of Raoul Bushman. Doug Monick, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Story, Bill Sinowitz, cover and art. Awesome cover. I think it just had some like tanning. I tried to clean this area of the cape, but I don't know, it was just too tough. Couldn't get some of that out. The spine on this book is like immaculate. 8.5 off-white to white pages. Nice book though. 8.5, heck yeah. Definitely staying in the PC. Yeah, let me see here. I think all of these, were these all from the same collection? Up until now, yes. These were all bought from at the same time. I think there might be a couple more from that same. I didn't buy a collection, but I went through this guy. Yeah, Savage She-Hulk number 1. I thought this one was clean. I thought this had a chance to be in the 9s. I have a 7.5 in this. I bought that already slabbed from the Multiverse. Shout out Mick. This is from 1980. She-Hulk is coming. It's going to be awesome. Thought this one had a chance in the 9s. It's needed clean. There was there's a fingerprint on the back, and it's in the red, unfortunately, of that Lego image. How'd we do? 8.5 white pages. Daggone it. Savage She-Hulk number 1. Origin and first appearance of She-Hulk. Jennifer Walters. Origin of Hulk Retold. Man, this book was clean, man. Look at here. I don't know if you can see that. You can probably see that in that Lego, it's so hard in the red. And I tried to clean it, but when you get a fingerprint like that, good luck. Good luck. Oh, well. Yeah, I mean, there's ticks in the back of it, but it's white. This book is hard to get a good grade in. You've got to really get lucky and find. I mean, I know there's 9.8s of that book out there, and there's clean copies, but man, that book is tough. I've had bad luck on that one, and I've had bad luck on daggone Wolverine number 1 limited series. Okay, Uncanny X-Men 221, first appearance of Mr. Sinister. Man, we're collecting a lot of Uncanny X-Men stuff. I thought this was like a 9.6, 9.4. I mean, it wasn't a perfect book. Yeah, how did we do? 9.4. Yeah, white pages. Oh, it's a newsstand too. Yep. That's why I submitted it. Uncanny X-Men 221, 1987. First appearance of Mr. Sinister. Marauder's appearance. He's not on the cover. It's a cool cover. Got Havoc and Wolverine. But it's got color-breaking spine ticks. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. The ticks are there and there. They both break color in that blue. And then we got the wedding of the year advertisement on the back. That's cool. Good book to have. I have one raw, but it is in worse condition, and that one's just going to stay in my run. Because honestly, I'm trying to put together a Uncanny X-Men run from issue number 94 to 300. That's my goal. Hot book right here. Black Panther number 2. This one was not in that collection I bought. This was one I bought from at a con. It has it had a bend in the top left, a huge bend. I pressed it, but it doesn't break color. But it was not pressable. Like I thought this would be like an 8.5. This book is going to be super hot when I mean she's going to probably take the helm of Black Panther now that Chadwick's passed, and I wanted to have this one because I think it's going to be an important book in the future. This is the only time I've ever come across this book. Black Panther number 2, 2005, 8.5, 8.0. Yeah. Probably one of the lower grades on the census. That's okay. Black Panther number 2, first appearance of Shuri. Cool cover. I mean, it's got generalized just wear down the whole spine. And then they've got that fold in the back. It doesn't break color, but I pressed it. But yeah. Cool book. It's a good book to have. Starter grade. I mean, it's one of those where I was like torn. I was like, do I want to submit this? Should I submit this? I was going back and forth on it. I'm happy. This is a good one. Marvel Premiere 28, 1976. It just barely squeaks into that modern age. I thought I was going to have to submit this in value tier or economy tier or express tier, and luckily I couldn't remember. I was like 76. Yes, this is first appearance of Legion of Monsters, I think. Yes, yeah. This is a good one. This one was clean. I thought this had a shot at a 9.6. I knew it was high grade. 9.4. Oh man. Marvel Premiere 28, Legion of Monsters. Man, this might be better than that Secret Wars number 8. Legion of Monsters, Morbius, Ghost Rider, Werewolf by Night, and Man-Thing appearance. 9.4. Off-white pages. Bill Monilow's story, Frank Robbins, Steve Gahn, art, Nick Cardy cover. That's awesome. That is a nice book. So I bought this one when we bought, in the last book in here, we got this last book, this one, and then the Tomb of Dracula. We had that big haul. If you guys watched our live stream, and if you haven't, you can go back and rewatch that, where we go through all these Werewolf by Night books, all these Tomb of Dracula books. We got first appearance of Blade, where we redeemed ourselves. We did a CGC unboxing of that, and then we got this one. This is nice. This is a nice one. That's going to be awesome. That book's just going to keep going up because they're going to build to that. They're going to build to that. Last one. Saving the best for last, maybe? It's a good one. I remember what this one is. Oh, there's the invoice. Marvel Spotlight number 28, 1976. This is the other one. So it's Marvel Premiere 28 and Marvel Spotlight 28. So these came out February and June, respectively, of the same year. Both awesome books. Man, this Marvel Spotlight and Marvel Premiere, man, those are like good runs. I'm trying to remember, because you got first Ghost Rider in there, Son of Satan. Is Werewolf by Night in there too? Maybe. I can't remember. Expectations on this, I thought it was in the 8s. How'd we do? 7.5. Yeah, this one had a couple issues in that top right. Marvel Spotlight 28, first solo Moon Knight story. So this is the big one. So In the order of the hierarchy, it goes Werewolf by Night 32, First Appearance of Moon Knight, then it's this book, then it's Moon Knight #1 as far as importance. So we've got all three of them. We've got Werewolf by Night 32 and a 3.0. I'm tempted to resubmit that one. Doug Munich story, Don Perlin cover and art. This is an awesome cover. Nice book, 7.5 white pages. Yeah, I mean, it's got ticks, and then it's got this, I mean, it's got like a weak corner, and then it's just kind of got some dirt right here, but it's in that yellow. And man, that's tough to clean. So I tried to clean it. I pressed that, and I made it look a lot better. Oh, and this corner down here, it's totally chewed up. I don't know if you can see that from that distance, but it's pretty chewed up. So how do we do? What's our money books? That for sure, and then this one, if I can get it out without tearing everything up. I can't believe none of those books were busted. Those are the two good ones right there. That'll probably be the thumbnail. Guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Probably not going to do any CGC unboxings for a while. We've been doing a lot, but we are going to do another CGC, my complete collection of CGC books again by the end of the year. That video has been so popular, and it's going to be the most popular video on the channel. People love CGC books. I know you guys do. I'm going to try to keep turning them out, but it's expensive to send a CGC, and it just takes time. Thank you guys for watching. If at any point in time you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. See you.